This is Chuck Freeman. I go by King Gov'T. I just want to say my stuff got burned up recently. It goes to show 20-some years ago, I'm not writing this for somebody's writing this book's purpose, but this is a fact. 20-some years ago, I turned into Congressman Roy Dyson about Cecil County misappropriating funds and wanting to build to the jail. And then they had me thrown in jail, framed up for a kid that wasn't even mine. Matthew Lawrence Snyder, and now you got a Bonnie Snyder up here, SCHNEIDER. That's a judge. Recently, you know, it's like I said, even people I knew years ago were trying to pull something. I was told I was being set up a long time ago, but you know, over 2 months ago, well, let's say back in 2008, when I filed a 3949A form to the Criminals Investigation, IRS, California, to investigate judges in the state of Maryland, Cecil County. They had me locked up, framed up for threatening an official, which I didn't do. They altered the tape, and it was because they bugged my apartment. And anybody knows technology, they can do it easy. And they know they can. And they kept me 22 months locked up, 20 months in a mental hospital. But like I said, 20 years ago, 1990, I was thrown in jail. In 1991, I spent time in jail for a kid that wasn't even mine. I'm not writing this for book purpose, but I'm writing this that somebody will listen, they'll do something about these people, but they won't. Because I cost the law, and they framed me up, the judges did. When I try to sue them, they send me to a mental hospital like a fucking nut. They've got people stalking me now. You got, I could go through a whole thing. They built up a whole damn case against me. Just several years ago, I saw a shooting, which they switched, what happened in Marina Park with this black guy, Jay, getting shot. They switched the guys that did the shooting. They never got. They had the wrong character, the wrong guys in custody, the wrong guy that did the shooting. I told them that, but I told the IRS all the way to California, but they didn't do nothing about it. All cover up, whatever was going on there. But like I said, I went through hell and high water. My stuff, personal property, was taken in 2008 when I tried to take them to court. They admitted guilt. But what they do, cover up. They let these thieves in Cecil County, whatever, the government still ran here. The law, the sheriff's department, the police, because half those sheriff's department cops right there were guards. 1991, now they got the Elkton Library. They got a black guy there, and I know damn well he's got to be related to this Alec. He calls himself Alexander. This black used to be a transportation guard that would bring back prisoners from the Cecil County jail. Now he's a deputy sheriff in this circuit court, was a while back. And you go up there and see who's all the judges and stuff in circuit court and district court appointed dictators like Baker and Stephen Baker and Bonnie Snyder. And you look at the bailiffs right there, who all related, all of them related to one, this and that. They're Polacks and whatever else. Matter of fact, a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I was over Meadow Park, and this girl pulls up. She's dressed like a Canaanite, Mennonite, whatever, wearing a little bonnet, dressed like, and her daughter looks like a Little House on the Prairie dog, the Laura Ingalls, you know, comes in the library, and she comes running after my car, you know. They had me stalked by different people fucking with me, you know. That's how they do. Even friends that I knew, like Debbie Stradley, married Dave Jacobs, you know. I introduced them in 1989 to one another, and they got married, and Dave's flying a plane, you know. And you see who Jimmy Nickel is up here, owns North Street Bar, and look who, and Four Corners closed up, run people, Tyler Beachcomber. I mean, the cops stalking me, state police. If they want to get a fuck with you, they'll have you pulled over for tickets and this and that, and give you tickets you're not even guilty of. A guy told me 20 years ago, Gene Pluchek, when I was down at Chestertown, held down there. He said if you got property, they could have you have your electric turned off and make it look like you owe a bill and you don't owe a bill. He said they could dump gravel on your lawn and say, oh, we made a mistake. They'll correct it, but they just put you through hell and high water in the system just to annoy you and harass you, just so you have to come to them. Or if he said in my case, they would give me a car tickets and stuff and pull me over and say for tickets I'm not even guilty of. They did in 2011. I was down at Virginia. Cop sitting in a red light, cop pulls me over right there, and if they got a report, think about how they could do it. Anybody knows technology about all they could do, and I don't explain nothing. Pull you over and give you a ticket, and then you have to go back. I went back 5 times. They threw it out because they knew I wasn't guilty. They just wanted to fucking harass me. It cost me money going back and forth down there just to be ignorant. it's like they make you feel uncomfortable. That's how the government works. That's how your president, your governors, and all that, your law works. They're worse than Hitler. You know, you get a better chance in a communist courtroom, and I'm telling you the truth. And I'm telling you a fact. I put jokes and stuff on internet, King Arthur Chuck, but stuff I left to the IRS is true. And what I told them, my stuff in the Copyrights Office was being tampered with. I told them about that. But like I said, just recently in February, I had new stuff in a storage facility. It was supposed to be secure. Saw people going in and out. The judge denied me a case in court a few days ago. Denied me to make a statement. They pushed it under the rug because he had a paid lawyer. And they knew who burnt the stuff down there. They let it was set deliberately. They didn't do a damn thing about it. The law, these people that were, they didn't have them in the court there. The law, I called the law about what was going on there before that even happened. And then there was threats made towards me. Certain blacks and whites can get away with this, and Puerto Ricans and whatever else. They burnt my stuff, and I tried to take them to court and deny me my rights, so I'm trying to go to circuit court now. But I got to go, now get this, I got to go to Wilmington, Delaware, all the way to Court of Common Pleas up there in Wilmington, another corrupted court, organized court, for a traffic ticket that I wasn't even guilty of there. Cop pulls out of Corbett Street. You know, this might be getting played on the air afterwards. So just do this, just sell. This stuff's not for you to sell no product. I'm just telling you people the truth. Don't let these people con you. They're going to try to make money off of me one way or another, just like they did Lee Harvey Oswald when they killed him, or maybe James Earl Ray, that kind of shit, or something in that kind of scenario like they did Jeffrey Dahmer and O.J. Simpson crap and all that. I'm not out to make money off it. I want my stuff back. I want justice fairly, and that's all. These fucking crooks and people, I don't want no part of their bullshit. They've had certain Jews and Italians follow me around, but get this, after my stuff was burnt 4 weeks ago, last Tuesday, almost 5 weeks now, I got jumped by this big black guy named Carl Williams. Hit me from behind. I went down, dislocated my shoulder, had to take me to the hospital. They claim they got him in custody, but you know, they could be lying about that too. Took them long enough to serve a restraining order against him, and he was in jail when he's supposed to be in jail when they served that on. Cops claim they couldn't do this and do that. You know, and that's how dirty they are around here. You know, certain ones. And Jim Wellen, they're not telling how that fire started down. They're not going to tell. They set that fire deliberately down there. They had people living there, and the judge denied me saying that in court. And it was not hearsay because I witnessed the guy living there. I called the cops in there on people that were looking in Jim Wellen's radiator shop. Saw the guy Jersey getting water right there, and this guy Don, little cave dude, looking in the window, and I called the cops on him. The cops come in there. I gave them my security code clearance to get through the gate. They got in there. I called them several times down there. The fire marshal told me that he was fined, that he was held for safety violations. Told me personally, so I'm a witness to making a statement to that. Not hearsay. Hearsay is when you go and have somebody else they heard from somebody else and told you. I heard directly from the fire marshal, so they denied me making a statement in court. Because McCool, he had him bought off, and this ain't slander because it's right on record if they were recording it. But you know, it could be just like up there in Newark, Delaware, when I got a traffic ticket. I'm going to fight Tuesday all the way to a jury trial. They didn't have no microphones or stenographer in the damn courthouse, a little courtroom up there, and this woman right there, and this big guy come up wanting to shake my hand. Cop gets in there and makes his statement, and he lied about where he came out of, just like Baker took up for this cop a ticket. I put in a pill, and I had to borrow money to file a pill on that, $80, and I got to pay now $225 to file a pill on my case to go back into court with Jim Weldon because I was denied my rights. See, that's how they're doing. Fuck with me. I'm not trying to make no movie, motion picture out of this shit. I want my stuff back, my rights, and justice done. I'm not making no movie out of this bullshit. These people, but I'm telling the truth here. This is how they can fuck you over, the dirty system. And you know, it ain't gonna change by voting this person in and that. And you know, it's election time, and these people, the ones that run Elkton, politics up there is all tied in with certain people in the entertainment business. They wanted me out of the way because they wanted to steal my stuff. Got me fucked over because they got some old hog jaw country music they wanted to put back from here when we went to Delaware. Bunch of punks I've seen run around, just like the ones I've seen follow me around with Jewish, Italian, whatever they are. And you got one guy down at the Haven House, Jack Forker's, tied in with the Opera House up there, and he's in with the claims he's a Freemasons with the Freemasons. Got himself a little lodge up here in town. Supposed to be a union. They ain't union. Like Kennedy spoke about the dirty secret societies and stuff. You got just like they said the KKK was dirty. Well, you got the different type of stuff going on. Chuck Freeman, King Arthur, signing off.